Welcome. My name is Jared Roblin, and this is my presentation on constructivism for my learning theory assignment. I chose this learning theory because it's focusing more on a hands-on problem-solving approach. This is a very useful way of learning for tradespeople, and that is who I mostly teach. What is constructivism? Well, constructivism is a learning theory that focuses on finding meaning through experiences. It is to construct learning by observing or participating in experiences. History of constructivism. So constructivism originated in Russia in the early 1900s, but it had been pioneered by three influential people. The first of those three was Jean Piaget, known as the first theorist in constructivism. He believed that humans create knowledge through interaction between their experiences and ideas. Second was Lev Vygotsky. His work focused on the social aspects of acquiring knowledge. He suggests that one learns best by interacting with others. This creates an environment of shared meaning with peers. And third was John Dewey. His work proclaims that learners who engage in real-world activities will be able to demonstrate higher levels of knowledge through creativity and collaboration. So next I wanted to establish some basic principles of constructivism so that we could further our understanding. So the first is knowledge is built upon existing knowledge. So this means previous knowledge, experience, beliefs, insights are all important foundations for continued learning. Learning is an active process. We cannot just sit and expect to learn. Students need to engage in discussions, activities, or reading. Learning is a social activity. Learning is directly associated to our connection with people. And knowledge is personal. Each person has their own prior knowledge and experience to bring to the table. So the way and things people learn and gain for education will be very different. Learning exists in the mind. The key to successful learning is it needs to involve activities for the mind, not just for our hands. Mental experiences are needed for retaining knowledge. And motivation is key to learning. So students are unable to learn if they are unmotivated. Instructors need to find ways to engage and motivate learners to activate their minds and help them become better educated. Constructivism for the learner. So the learner has to interpret, reflect, share, and exchange. So the learner will interpret the information being taught, reflect on past experiences, personal views, cultural background to come up with a personal interpretation, reflect on the new knowledge from that interpretation, use the unique experiences created from the reflection to share with others to enhance their learning. And the exchanges will allow others to use that knowledge to assist in their own constructivist learning. Constructivism for the educator. So as educators, we will have to take a more hands-on approach to create experiences. Cater to each individual rather than the overall classroom. And act as a facilitator rather than an instructor. So an instructor tells, whereas a facilitator asks. And create an environment for the learner to arrive at his or her own conclusions. This ensures we are creating a sense of meaning. Pros of constructivism. It allows the learners to connect new knowledge with old knowledge. This helps retain the new knowledge. Improves communication since learners are communicating their personal ideas and experiences with others. Transfer skills to the real world. And most importantly, it creates excitement and engages students in learning. Cons of constructivism. So it can be difficult with a larger group since the class needs to be treated as a group of individuals. Prior knowledge is needed, or that knowledge needs to be created. And time. It could take more time to plan, to find the right experiences for the learner, and time to engage the learner in those experiences and find a sense of meaning. In conclusion, I believe using these constructivism principles in my instructing will be very beneficial. It will help tradespeople with new rules and procedures and allow them to hold on to information by creating an experience.